There we go. Just press record. So welcome. I'm so happy to be here with you. And how the flow of our time goes together is we start off with an invocation and we open sacred space, and then we go through a beautiful guided meditation. And then afterwards, we'll go through some special rituals that you could do at this time of year. So I'm so grateful, and we'll have a little chant together at the end. So, and then perhaps write some intentions for the new year, the new moon, everything, all this beautiful, beautiful energy. Hi, Jamie Love. Oh, beautiful goddesses. Thank you. So as you can see, Bridget behind me here, she's the Bridget, the goddess of Imbolc, and she's actually my patron deity. Breed, we call her in Ireland. She's a goddess of light, and she's a goddess of this time of year, of Imbolc, which is, we're coming out of this long, dark winter, and depending where you are in the world, southern hemisphere or the northern, maybe you're in the height of your summer, but we are just coming back into that time of light and longer days, and the earth is starting to come back alive. And Imbolc is, we have the Celtic wheel, and we celebrate 4 points on the wheel. So the 2 solstices, the winter and summer solstice, and then we do the autumn and spring equinox. But then there's 4 other points that are the midway points. So Imbolc, which is today in the Celtic, the Gaelic, is the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So this is just coming back into spring, coming out of the winter. But it's funny because we have snow here right now, and it's always the case. But it's like the earth is starting to wake back up. And Imbolc, what that actually translates to is the belly. And my dad has an organic sheep farm, and so the bellies are getting big. The lambs are going to be born in the next few weeks. The sheep are starting to lactate, hence why I have the milk here. And we'll talk at the end about perhaps if you feel called to create some kind of an altar to honor this sacred time. And just by us being here together is that. So with that, beloveds, and this amazing new moon in Aquarius, this dark time of the year, and then this Chinese New Year, which I will chat about towards the end, and how that can come into play, because this is really, Bridget behind us here is the goddess of the sun, but and the animals and fertility and of the children, but also of the hearth, of the home, and creating sacred space. So I'm going to speak all about that later. But for now, I'm going to invite you to uncross anything that you might have crossed. And I'm going to invite you to bring the soles of your feet down to the earth. And if you feel like laying down, or just whatever feels good to your body, just tune in, honor that, and do that. So I'm going to stay seated here. I'm just going to invite you to straighten up your spine and just take a deep inhale and roll your shoulders up. And exhale. And just allow your shoulders to just melt down, relax. And I'm just going to invite you to just really drop into this present moment, because if you decided to give yourself this sacred time to pause and to be still, then you're in the perfect place at the perfect time. So now I'm going to invite you to gently close your eyes and bring your awareness to your internal landscape. Bring your awareness to that, the darkness within, and it's like finding the comfort in that. We spend so much time in that external world, and even though this time of year is about coming into the light, we find that inner light within. And then the new moon also brings that. It's the sky is dark, but not completely dark, because the moon is there and the stars are glistening, and the cosmos and all the planets. So with your eyes gently closed, bring your awareness to your heart. And then I'm going to invite you to take a big, deep inhale. In at your heart, and then draw your breath all the way up to the crown of your head. And then I'm going to invite you to hold your breath. Just allow that energy to build, to hold it. And then whenever you're ready, exhale with a big sigh. Just letting go of any expectations, letting go of any concerns, of anything from the past that you're holding on to, because this is the perfect time, this new moon cycle, this new year, this new season. It's always inviting us to be present and to to allow ourselves to move forward and not stay in the past, and at the same time not be projecting into worries of the future that don't even exist, that monkey mind. So meditation is this beautiful tool to allow that monkey mind just to completely let go. So with that, I'm going to invite you to take another deep inhale at your heart, drawing your breath all the way up, 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 up to the crown of your head, and then just hold the breath for as long as feels good for your body. Hold your breath, hold, and then whenever you're ready with a big sigh, just giving it back to the earth. And this is what, Imbolc represents, like the earth speaking to us and being in tune with the earth, living in harmony. And she's happy to receive whatever it is that you no longer choose to hold on to. So just gifting it to her, gifting it to her. And then let's take another deep inhale. And this time inhaling all the way from our root chakra at the very base of our spine. And inhale your breath, drawing your breath all the way up, up, up to the crown of your head. And again, just hold it for as long as feels good. Hold it, and then whenever you're ready, letting your shoulders relax. And as you exhale, just exhaling anything out of your body that is not of the lightness, that is not of flow, anything of discomfort or pain or stress or any tightness anywhere. Just again with the exhale, just let it go and just feel your shoulders melting and just relaxing your jaw, gently separating your teeth, relaxing the back of your throat. Beautiful. And then I'm going to invite you to bring your hands to your knees, the backs of your hands to your knees, and join your index finger and thumb together into a mudra so that energy flows and stays connected. And then with your mind's eye, I'm going to invite you to see this beautiful white light cord come out the base of your spine and out the soles of your feet, and sending this cord, white golden light cord, deep down out through the base of your spine. And with your eyes closed, just visualize this white light cord going down through the foundation of your home, going down through the layers of the earth, of rock and soil and sand, perhaps water, and whatever it meets, just sending it as it goes down, deep, deep down into the depths of Mother Earth. And with that, you get to connect with her 4 billion years of wisdom, sending that cord deep, deep down. And you will know the second that you have reached the belly of the earth, the womb of the earth, the heart of the earth. And then just feel yourself as though you laid out on a bed of leaves, being completely held and completely supported by her. This time of Imbolc, feeling all the abundance around you. So as you feel yourself and visualize yourself laying out in the earth, let's take another deep inhale and exhale. And just feeling your connection to the earth, feeling your connection to the element of water. We're coming out of that even more watery time of year, more rain, perhaps snow, sleet, depending where in the world you are. And just feeling your connection with the oceans, the seas, the wells, the streams, the ponds, the puddles, the waterfalls, all the different bodies of water, and feeling your connection with the water. Because we are made up of the water. We can't survive without the water. We come from the water. It's a part of us. So feel the water that flows within you and all around you, and feeling your connection with all of the sacred water. And I do believe that every single drop of water is sacred. So just feeling that energy that the water gives us of renewal. And this is a time of renewal. This is a time of being aware of your dreams, the things that you're willing to bring into fruition in this new year ahead. And what this time of year asks you is to become aware of them. And then, are you willing to water them? So as you had this time in the long, dark winter to reflect and hibernate and to go inwards, and hopefully you took some space for that. And then this coming of spring is inviting you to water those dreams, to allow yourself this time of fertility to give birth to these dreams. So taking another deep inhale and exhale, and just staying connected with your breath the entire time together. And then feeling your connection with the beloved trees, from the 1,200-year-old redwood trees in California, in Northern California, to 500-year-old oak trees all around here in Ireland, the beautiful trees through all like the world, wherever you are in the world. Take a moment to connect with these magnificent life force and the roots that go deep, 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 deep into the earth, just as your roots do. And those roots really represent our ancestors. And this time of Imbolc is really about honoring our ancestors that have celebrated, that have done ritual and ceremony just as we are now, and honored this sacred day, and they knew of it just because where the moon was in, where the sun was in the sky, where the moon was in the sky, what stage the moon was at, what the weather, what the trees were doing. So as we connect with the energy and the wisdom of these trees, feeling that groundedness and that rootedness of who you are, where you've come from, and just taking a moment to connect with your ancestors. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. And then the trunk of the tree really represents our present selves, our present day. And then the branches reach up to the light that represents us at this time, as we are emerging from the winter and coming into the light, coming back into that light, coming back into that more active time of year. Taking another deep inhale and exhale. And the branches really represent our next generation. So as we root and stay centered, then it gives space for our next generation to grow and expand as well. Feeling your connection with the rocks, these rocks that date back billions of years, these megalithic sites that we know up to 5,000 years. And the rocks have this powerful way of holding wisdom. So anytime you just put your hand on a rock, whether it's a sacred crystal or just a beautiful rock or a pebble, feel the energy of it and feel the wisdom of the rock. And just to hold a rock, how grounding and centering that feels. And as you connect with all of the elements of the earth, feeling your connection with this moon that is in the darkest time. It's in the most yin time, but it's a powerful time for planting seeds, as is Imbolc. So taking another deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful. So now I'm going to invite you, we're going to come back up from the earth with that white light golden cord and feel that cord rising up from the earth, just as all these beautiful snowdrops and daffodils are seeding and coming up, the nettles, all the beautiful plants that are honoring this season, modeling this season. Just like that white golden cord comes up, and feel it entering in the base of your spine, and feel it rising all the way up your spine. Feel it coming in through the soles of your feet, and feel that white golden light coming all the way up your legs, and allowing your breath to move it up. Feel it moving all the way up through your chakras, your root chakra, where you feel grounded and centered and safe. Moving up through your second chakra, below your belly button, this is the time of year of fertility and honoring our sensuality. And the more connected we are with the earth, with our hearts, with our higher selves, the more that we can be in that authentic place and honor our own sensuality. Moving all the way up to our solar plexus, right above the belly button, that energy point of sharing your light, being that light, expressing that in whatever way you choose. And then feeling that white golden cord coming up past your heart and that area of unconditional love, where you can live and breathe and express and speak and think and write and sing from that place. And then coming all the way up to the back of your throat, where you speak your truth from this loving, empowered place. Coming all the way up to your third eye, that area right in between your eyebrows, right above that area of deep connection to source, to your own intuition. And then coming all the way up to the crown of your head and feeling this opening and feeling your connection to your higher self. Feeling your connection to a higher level of consciousness. And with that, taking another deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful. So, as we evoke sacred space, I would love to call Bridget Breed into our sacred space, the goddess of the light, of the sun, of Imbolc. So, we invite you in now, Breed. Thank you for being here with us. The Irish goddess, she's known as a saint over here as well. And I also like to, when I call her in, also call in some of the other Irish goddesses of Danu and Boann and Anya and Maeve and Grania. And I invite you to take a moment to call in whoever you would like here during our sacred time together, whoever your guides are that you like to work with, as just calling in all of our guides and our master guides, and always our angels to be here with us. So now we're just going to go on a gentle journey together with your eyes gently closed and just bring your awareness to your heart center. Having your jaw relaxed, having your body relaxed, and really trusting that you're in the perfect place at the right time. And with your eyes gently closed, with your mind's eye, I invite you to see yourself at the top of this mound, this fairy mound, grassy, covered with this emerald green grass. And you stand at the top of this mound, this hill, and you take a moment and you look up to the sky, and it's dark. You see some stars up there, but no sign of the moon. However, you have this deep knowing that the moon is there. As you look forward down to the bottom of the mound, you see a path down there, and you see an arch at the bottom of the mound. And all along the path, there's these beautiful, delicate white snowdrops. So you make your way down this path, putting one step in front of the next, one step in front of the next, slowly making your way down this mound. And at the bottom of the mound, you see this beautiful body of water, a lake of water. And it's still. And all the way around the lake, you see these beautiful yellow daffodils, allowing your breath to flow freely. You gently make your way around the lake, mindfully making your way around the lake. And as you get to the other side of the lake, you come to an archway. It's another doorway. And you feel clear that you're meant to go through this doorway. But before you do, I'm going to invite you to look up and notice, do you see the sun or do you see the moon? And there's going to be two trees on either side of this doorway. I'm going to invite you to look and to see what these trees are. Because every step of this journey, there is information for you. There is guidance for you. So then you make your way through this gateway, this doorway. And there's something, someone waiting for you on the other side. It's completely safe. And you feel clear that you're meant to go through the door. So we're going to be silent for a moment while you meet or greet whomever is there, whatever is there. Perhaps it's vastness, which is perfect too. I'm going to give you a moment to be here in silence, to experience whatever it is you're meant to experience on this sacred day, in this sacred place, sacred you. If you've received your guidance, or if you feel that you need to spend more time here, I invite you to honor that and to listen to that. And also know that this sacred space is always available for you. So if it feels right, thanking whomever, whatever was there to greet you, and turning around and making your way back between these two trees. And right before you move through, look up and notice, do you see the sun or do you see the moon? Making your way through the doorway, and then slowly making your way back over to the lake. And as you walk, you notice there's something on the ground and it's a gift for you. It's an offering. I invite you to look down and see what it is. And it's up to you if you choose to pick it up and take it with you. Notice all the beautiful flowers of Imbolc as you walk through the daffodils. And notice, is there anything else that you see? Any animals? Do you hear anything? You making your way back around the lake. And then you come back over to this mound, slowly making your way back up the mound, putting one foot in front of the next, coming up the mound, this beautiful fairy mound. And you come back to that archway and you walk through. And right before you do, notice, is it the sun or the moon? Making your way through that archway at the top of the mound. And then just take a moment to close your eyes and put your hands on your heart. And making a promise, whatever that wisdom or those gifts that you received, if something really aligned with you, that you will listen to that guidance, or that you will receive that gift, or you will take action, or you will take pause, or whatever it is that feels right to you. So, taking another deep inhale and exhale. Mm. And then I'm going to invite you to gently open your eyes. Thank you for going on that journey with me. That's actually an ancient Irish meditation that I learned through Caitlin Matthews. It's a beautiful meditation, so I love to share it, and it's really amazing what comes up, and it's unique for everybody, the experience. So I'm going to invite you, if you do have pen and paper, to take a moment to write down, was it the sun or the moon? What were the trees? Were there different flowers that you saw? Who was it you met? Did you meet anybody? What was the guidance? Was there a gift for you when you were leaving? Did you take it with you? So just take a moment to jot down, because a lot of the time we think, oh, I'm going to remember all this, and then we don't. And sometimes if we don't remember it, then it's perfect. It's there in our unconscious mind, because you know the conscious mind is only running about 10% of the show. So, really accessing that unconscious mind is just so, so profound and so powerful. So, just taking a moment to take some notes, So I'm so happy to be here with you on this sacred, sacred day. And I wanted to talk about some special rituals that you could do. And really, us being here together is that. I mean, you're taking time to pause to honor coming into the light, coming into this solar new year, the Chinese New Year of the Earth Pig. And by the way, I did want to mention I have an entire class, and it's on my website, amandacollins.com. And if you want to online, actually, it's there on the home page, but it will give you every step for your home for the new year, as well as the astrology for the new year, and just some really good to get your home into full alignment to fully, fully support you. So, one of the rituals I love to do for the new moons and the full moons, and especially on these special dates, these sacred dates on the wheel, the Celtic wheel of Imbolc. So I always love to create an altar and do things in my home that reflect that. So um, this I love this picture of Bridget when I was leading a retreat in Glastonbury in Avalon in June. I picked this up. She just like it just spoke to me. And so I bring the colors in, that represent this time of year, and it's beautiful to wear colors. It's like of that light. We're coming out of that long dark winter, or again, depending where in the world you are, where in the hemisphere you are. Um, and I can hear the sheep outside my window, and their bellies are full, and they're just starting to kind of get a little bit uncomfortable because they're getting ready the next few weeks to start the whole birthing of new life process of fertility. And it's such an abundant time, because everything's starting to blossom and come out. So I would really invite you at this new moon. Some beautiful rituals is you can create a corner in your home, an altar in your home to honor this new time. And you can put milk in it because this is a time of the lactation. Imbolc means in the belly, right? So this time of lactation, as you can see, I've got my candle going back there of the light. Just lighting a candle is a ritual and a ceremony, and I love doing that at the new moon anyway. I mean, a lot of the time, even if I just sit down to work, I'll just light the candle because it's symbolizing that I'm sitting down and I'm shifting into this sacred work. That anything that we do, it's like the energy that we pour into it is really important. So you can create an altar. I love to put the 5 elements on it. Flowers or plants is the wood element. Fire with the candle. You can bring some water, rainwater, water from the beach. I have a lot of sacred wells around here that I gather from there. And then some kind of earth, a crystal, a rock, a stone. You can bring the element of air in with a feather. And then just whatever you want to put onto the altar and your intention as you create it. So to bring the light into your space, into your heart, into your home, to honor that, to honor your ancestors, and calling them into the space. This is a really, really powerful time to cleanse the energy of your home for so many, so many reasons. The new moon is an amazing time, but we're in Imbolc. And then, of course, feng shui, the solar new year. So I have to say that my husband and I had like just the most magical time yesterday. We spent 2 hours. We just, as many of you know, if you watch my Facebook lives or my Instagram lives, we purchased a house a couple of months ago, and it required a lot of work. So my husband's been like lovingly and devotionally, like just immersed himself in amazing creation. He's so gifted. And I've been doing a lot of the energetic and support and the kids and all that. But we spent 2 hours yesterday. And I don't know, Penny, if you're here, but you gave me that beautiful, huge, big stick of sage, which I've wanted to use so many times. I'm like, no, we're keeping this for our new home. And it was so perfect. And it was more of an intuitive thing. I wasn't like, this is new moon, this is Imbolc, I'm going to clear the home. It's just when you're connected, you're going to do these things. So I had a big stick of sage, and we went to town. I had seagrass and I had Palo Santo, and we were chanting. We had the bowls. And so the first thing you want to do when you're going to cleanse your home is you want to make sure you're feeling good, that your energy is good, right? That's the most important thing. If you're not feeling great, it's not a good time to do it. But we opened up all the doors and windows, and we started the front door And just like we did in our time together, you ground and root your energy, right? And then you connect it with source, you come into your heart and you set your intention. And our intention was cleansing. Oh, we haven't moved into the home yet. So it was cleansing all the energy, the old energy out of the home, out of the space. And we were inviting in all of this energy of love and light and support and strength and wisdom and peace and abundance and vibrant health and all this good stuff. And we went throughout the home. You move clockwise, right? Moving just like we would in the Celtic wheel. We don't go back from Imbolc to the winter solstice, right? We will move forward to the spring equinox. So you move forward, right? And I was chanting. I had my bowl, which we'll probably play in a little bit here. We were setting intentions, and oh, it was just magical. It was really, really magical, and it. I feel like it connected me, and Seth was really there because he's been really like working home, but just on a whole new level, connecting me with the home, and it just like, oh, it just felt amazing. So it's an amazing time to cleanse your home. And you don't have to do all that. It was like a move in clearing because we're going to be moving in a few days. So um, you could just sage it, or you can just sing around it. You can do prayer. You can dance and chant and, just fill the home up with the intention. It's really nice to open everything up because it gives an outlet for the old energy to leave. And then at the end, we said our blessings and then we close sacred space. And then it's nice to leave everything open, even though we've snow here. It's nice to leave everything open for a bit because it will keep clearing like for at least 24 hours after. So it's nice. We left it open for a bit. But I think at this time of year, it's really important as well. The kids have had colds beyond colds, more like flus. So when you open everything up, it actually cleanses the house energetically, but it also cleanses the germs and various things out of the home. So I just love opening the home up. And it's okay to feel cold. It's okay to feel the elements. I think we have to feel this perfect temperature all the time, but we don't. So some of the rituals are create an altar, cleanse your home, create an altar, putting milk on it. And then the other one that I would love to suggest is planting seeds, because this is a time to plant seeds. This is the new moon. This is Imbolc. This is New Year. So actually get a couple of seeds, put them in the soil, and let that represent that which you want to come to fruition in this year in 2019. You've got all the support. It's like the cosmos, the moon, everything is right here to support you in this moment. Your ancestors are here and your own consciousness, right? So what are your dreams that you're willing, like, this is like the time where the fire comes into your belly, the fire comes into your heart to ignite those dreams. So what are you willing, and also what are you willing to let go of in order to make space for those dreams? So is there anything, and of course, like, we're willing to let go of this home to move into our next home. It's like, even in the move, like, what are all the things that we're willing to let go of to make space in our lives? So we do that in a really concrete way, like clear your clutter. This is a wonderful time as we're moving into spring. I know the spring equinox on March 21st is but that's the fullness of spring. This is like the first day of spring. The buds are really, really gently coming onto the trees. So take some time to look at that and to see that happening all around. So I think we'll close now with a little chant, and I'm just so grateful to be here together. I'm here always on the new moon, and you'll always find the date for the new moon on the Amanda Collins website. And one other thing before we do a closing chant, I wanted to mention that I'm leading, myself and a dear sister, Laura Swan, are leading a priestess remembrance retreat in August. I am doing a land clearing in May, which is pretty much full, and China in October, which is full as well. So this Priestess Remembrance, we haven't completely launched it yet, but we will here in the next week for Imbolc. And it's Priestess Remembrance and going to sacred sites. And we're going to be staying in this beautiful old manor, which we have to ourselves. There's acres all around it. So it's going to be really magical. So I just wanted to mention that. And I would love for us to close with a chant here together. So I've got my bowl. I think most of you know about bowls now. This is made out of quartz crystal. And this one is attuned, it's a note of E, but it's attuned to the heart center. And the chant that I would love to sing together is our dear friends Steve and Anne-Emily Gold. They live in San Diego. Amazing, amazing music. But there's a beautiful chant that they have called There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. So we're going to chant this together. And as you do, feel your own light, just like that is so bright and so magnificent and so beautiful, but feel it like stepping forth, feel it like emerging, just like as you look around, you see the daffodils and the snowdrops starting to emerge. Together, let's see that as you chant that. So it's there is a light that never goes out. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. If you're not singing, I'm going to invite you to sing along. And as you do, just feeling your light radiating and seeing those dreams and those intentions that you are planting. See the light shining down and then being watered with the perfect amount of water and the perfect amount of light. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. There is a light that never goes out. There is a light. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. And as we just close sacred space, because as important as it is to evoke and open sacred space and evoke in our guides, just like we would if we were inviting somebody into our home, we also have to let them know that our ceremony is finished and give thanks. So I would love to give thanks to Bree, to Bridget, to Danu and Boan, Anya, Maeve, Grania, to our guides, our master guides, our ancestors, and all of those that we called into our sacred circle. Thank you for being here. As we close sacred space, I would love to say thank you, all beloveds, for being here. I am so grateful that you have chosen to share your precious time and light with me. And I'd love to chant, I'd love to close with, this is a similar primordial sound to Om, but it's the Gaelic sound. It means divine inspiration. And we'll chant it 3 times together. It's E Moss. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep inhale. Inhaling. Inhale. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye. Hopefully see you next month.